Hey guys, I'm here to show off a brand new build we made for recruiters and consultants. The gist of it is matching consultants to thousands of job postings while having AI do the matching and synergy for us. It's called the Job Matcher. It's very simple. All we're doing is scraping 4,000 different job postings on, job boards like LinkedIn, Indeed, Dice. For each and every listing we scrape, we're saving it into a Google Sheets. Now, once we have 400 different URLs of the actual listings, we get another Python script which goes through each URL, scrapes data points like the description, the title, the experience, the location, the type of work like hybrid, remote, in person. We're scraping with AI and Selenium and requests. So it's a Python script using the OpenAI library, and we're getting the AI to scrape and summarize the listing into digestible data points for matching purposes. So now all 4,000 jobs have now been enriched with the AI scraping, which is, a very key use case of AI, by the way, not just for job scraping, but for any type of scraping. But nonetheless, we are enriching all of our job details. And the next part is we have a list of 25 different consultants. Each and every consultant has a certain type of skill set, a certain year of experience, a preferred location to work, and a preferred work type like hybrid, remote, in person, whatever. So then for each, there's another Python script. It's called consultantjobmatch.py. We're looping through each and every consultant, like there's 25 of them. And for each and every consultant, we're going through each and every enriched job data, job posting we have. And we're matching the consultant's details, the ones I already mentioned, and then the job posting details, that enriched data. And with these two linked together, we're prompting OpenAI once more to calculate a match score from 0 to 100 for each and every person. This way, each consultant now has 4,000 job listings, the URLs right next to them. They can go and apply to jobs which match to them perfectly, where they have the best synergy. Let's go through a breakdown of the output that we got, and then I'll go through each and every script one by one. The entire system is coded in Python. The first thing we're doing is scraping this URL over here. So let's just check it out. Over here, we're scraping through 18,000 jobs, all of which are contract jobs, which is what our client wanted. And over here, we have 20 jobs per page. And if you can actually play around with the URL. So if you make this 200, you'll actually get 200 jobs per page. If you go all the way down. So what we're doing in our script is scraping all these URLs right here. So if you press Control click, you get the job details page for a posting, where you're getting the job description, the details about it, the pay, the type of work, the skills needed. So what we want to do is get all this job details in place in our database. So the first thing I'm doing is getting 4,000 URLs, 4,000 different job posting and their URLs. That's the first part of the job. The second part of the job is then looping through every single job we scraped, going into the actual listing, scraping it once more with Selenium, and then we're taking all the scraped data and feeding it into ChatGPT. Then we're just prompting GPT, if I can pull it up for you guys. We're prompting GPT, you are a job post summarizer. You want to summarize all these data points, structure it in semicolon separated format, and output exactly 7 different data points, which is title, company, location, date posted, the type of work, the required skills, and the role description. So we're looping through each and every posting, like this one, getting all those data points, and then we're adding it to our list of postings. So if we go into job URLs with summary, this is a spreadsheet. You can see we have the link and all the enriched data points for about 4,000 different listings that we scrape. The next part is, so we have another spreadsheet with our different consultants. I want to blur a lot of this info, but these are 26 different people, like real people, who are full stack developers, project managers, scrum masters. They have different types of skills, different years of experience, different localities, preferred locations to work, and different statuses, visa status and whatnot. And we are loading all this data, and we have another script here called the consultant job match. So this is the actual job matcher script. So once all our data is ready to go, all we're doing is looping through each and every consultant, and we are doing the job match, which we are looping through every single job listing, and we are prompting GPT to take in the consultant's data and the job data and just output a number between 0 and 100 for the match between a person and a job. So 100 means a perfect match of all 7 job data points. 0 means there's absolutely no match. So we're doing this, and we are saving our results into a new folder called matched jobs. So for each and every consultant that we're trying to match for, we're generating a new spreadsheet, which basically allows the consultant to go through each and every job one by one, click on the URL, get a brief understanding of what the job application is, and they have a match score, which they can sort and prioritize the jobs to apply for. This way, their time is being optimized. They're applying to 100 jobs a day, and each and every 100 job is matched to their personal skills. So this way, you're basically 10xing your output in terms of job search, which is very, very powerful. And I'm very happy to make this service for our client because we're helping real people in need, real people who have skills, who need a job and need a medium so they can earn and, fulfill their families and their duties. And a very nice project we did for a client. And this just goes to show you as well the power of AI, where you can web scrape and enrich scraped data with AI analytics. So let's get into a walkthrough of the actual scripts now. So the step-by-step entire build to make this yourself goes to ChatGPT as well. So GPT rolled out the 4.0 with Canvas, and it's an amazing tool to build out code and documents with GPT as your ghostwriter. It's very simple. You just give it some prompts as usual. Like I prompted him out with some code that I got started with beautiful soup and requests. I was having some problems with scraping where I was having the website delay not allow me to scrape those job search data that I wanted. So he's like, okay, you can't use beautiful soup and requests. You're going to have to use Selenium. And then this was coming out in the Canvas format. He gives me this code and then I use it. And then I'm asking him some questions, going back and forth, whatever. I gave him some new code that I worked with. I said, yo, I only want to get the A tags, only the links from the job search. And he said, hey, you got to use beautiful soup here. Here's the new code. And then it explains me. I tell him, now I want to get links that have an ID tag, existing. And he modifies my code. And we just go back and forth and building the code out together. And eventually, I ended up with 3 different scripts. Let me open that up for you guys. Eventually, I ended up with 3 different scripts. The first one is scraping the actual search results of a job search on Dice, where I'm getting 4,000 different job postings. This was completely co-piloted with GPT. 80% was him, 20% was just fine-tuning it, bits and pieces that it couldn't get. And yeah, so we get that output. We get a CSV file, job URLs. So basically that script is just generating this CSV. Then we have another script which is going through each and every link that takes this as input and enriches each row with new data and we're using AI to get that new data. So we're scraping all the HTML text content and we're feeding it into an OpenAI API call where we are sending our data. We're sending the entire the text data, and we're asking it to extract 7 data points: title, company, location, the date that it was posted, the type of work, the required skills, and the role description. And I'm just prompting him to format it very strictly in those 7 data point formats. And then I'm just making that API call, taking it, returning it. And yeah, that's the script basically. The output is the same thing as the original URL, except now we have those job enriched data, those 7 data points. The last script, which is the job matching script, taking in this CSV file, which I prepared. I actually had GPT prepare this. So I had a screenshot of all the consultant profiles, and I literally fed the screenshot into GPT, and I told him output a spreadsheet that gets all these different data points from all these profiles. So I didn't even prepare this manually, actually. It was GPT that prepared this. And then we have the script, which is taking that sheet as an input and then comparing it with our previous URL with summary. And for each and every consultant, we're generating a new spreadsheet. You see, we're prompting GPT to, so basically we're getting a match score between 0 and 100. So each and every consultant will now have a match score for each and every job. So like 20, 25, there were some 60s, there were some 80s, some 45s. And so if you do the math, you're doing 4,000 different operations, 3 different times. One for the scraping, one for the enrichment. And so that's twice. That's 8,000 operations right there. And then for each and every consultant, there were 28. 28 times 4,000, that's like freaking 100,000. So in total, you're doing about 200,000 operations with this entire sequence. And the end result is a spreadsheet we can give on a silver platter to a consultant, telling him, here are 4,000 job listings. Here is how you summarize, synergize with them. Go ahead and apply to what you want. Very, very interesting. Enriching with AI, scraping as we normally scrape. Just very cool stuff in general. And yeah, that was the build. I hope you found value. I hope you learned more about how AI can help you. And if you did, subscribe or, shout us out at Thirdi AI. If you run a B2B business, we work with a lot of consultants, a lot of B2B guys, and we just try to use AI to make your data better, make your operations better. So book a call with us if you want to learn more, and that'll be it from me.